We continue this afternoon's press conference. We have head coach Pascal Jansen. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. We'll go on Zoom with Christian.
Hi, Coach.
Hi,
Montreal have changed head coach to an interim recently. I'm curious, in a situation like that, is this where the consistency of your own preparation really comes to the fore, with maybe a short back end of what you can actually study of a coach that's stepped in?
No, it's challenging. It doesn't set you back. It's something that happens in our world. Unfortunately, the previous coach had to leave and the new coach has arrived. You could see, compared to the previous games, that he has some other ideas in and out of possession. So that is something that we had a good look at and prepared our guys the best we could for this game.
And we just spoke to Agustin Ojeda there. He's having a very good season in front of goal. As someone that's worked with him for a sustained period now, can you tell us a little bit about, I guess, the man and the player that you've come to know?
The man and the player, yeah, that's a good way of putting it, because he is maturing in a bigger sense, because obviously when he came to New York, he was still a kid, a young boy. He's married. You can see he's enjoying life. He's maturing, and that's also something that you can see in his game. Because when we started out last season, you could see a lot of good things, a lot of potential, but low outcome, a low output. So that is something that we've been dealing with since we started working together, and you could see the growth, and hopefully he can continue like he started this season.
And as I mentioned there, Montreal had a very positive result last time out against the Red Bulls, 4-1, I think it was in the end. For you personally, how important is it to prepare the guys for the right type of mentality for this game, so you know you're facing an opponent that's full of confidence, just come off a positive result? Yeah,
that's an important topic to address. That's something that has been spoken about also. You're obviously aware of our recent games. What happened last game against Cincinnati as well. So with a quick turnaround, for us it's a massive thing to come out strong and be mentally very strong going into this game, and we will. So we're prepared for that.
Onto the room, we'll go with Roberto.
You have a 24-hour rule. How did you process the 24 hours right after the game? Because it was a hard way to lose 2 points that you had every right to believe that they were in the bag.
Yeah. Let me put it this way: you have the right to believe that once the final whistle is gone. Unfortunately, you could see the last 20 minutes of our game, the quality went down. It became less. We gave some goals away, which brought Cincinnati back to life. And we didn't handle ourselves well enough in order to control this game and see it out and take the 3 points that we thought we deserved. But as I said, the final whistle wasn't there yet, and we came out almost with empty hands.
When you first got here, there was a few games where games got away at the end, and then it was fixed. And then, throughout the rest of the season, this is one of the better teams at seeing games out. Now that the team sadly has taken a step back again in that situation, because it's happened more than once already, how do you go back about fixing this? Because obviously it's basically the same players on the team for the most part.
Almost. Obviously, we've lost 3 good pieces in Pep and Alonso and Justin, but that is also part of football. People get injured, or people make different choices in life and move on. The majority is still there. It's been part of our conversation also with the current team, that these type of situations shouldn't be happening to us. There's a game, St. Louis is one. I think overall against Charlotte is also a game that you can mention, and especially one against Cincinnati, because from an attacking point of view, we were very strong, very solid. Output attacking wise was also very good, scoring 4 goals with multiple options to score even more goals. But there were a few situations in the previous games similar to St. Louis and Charlotte, where we didn't look good enough, and we delivered far too less quality in these type of moments, and we get punished for these moments. So from a cycle perspective, once you've set it straight in 25, doesn't give you any guarantees for 26. So it's been addressed and dealt with throughout the season, and we will continue to do that.
Well, what is the feeling in the locker room right now?
Confident going into this game because we're coming off some strong performances in several areas, and we know what it is we need to do better in these coming games. So there's an opportunity for us to show that we can be better and will be better against Montreal, and that's the attitude and the mindset we have going into the next game.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's pre-match press conference ahead of our game against Montreal. We have forward Agustin Ojeda. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. We'll get started with Christian.
Hi, Agustin. I hope you're well. You're having a really great season. How are you feeling at the moment as you reflect on how 2026 has been so far?
Estás teniendo una buena temporada. ¿Cuáles son tus pensamientos de las reflexiones de esta temporada?
Bueno, primero muchas gracias. Un sentimiento obviamente individual, contento de poder ayudar al equipo de un lado donde capaz que el año pasado no tuve es lo que estoy teniendo ahora, que es llegada al gol, obviamente haciendo asistencia también y teniendo un poco más de participación. Después en el grupal un poco bajó por los partidos que venimos teniendo. Creo que los últimos 3 partidos que jugamos no merecíamos ganar. Se ve dentro de la cancha que siempre el primer tiempo, siempre dominamos todo el primer tiempo, y creo que eso nos deja un poco triste después de que el resultado sea negativo, pero bueno, no queda otra que seguir intentando, seguir entrenando la semana para poder aportar y bueno, y ya mañana poder también obviamente conseguir una victoria, que es lo más importante.
From a personal side, I'm very happy with the season I'm having, a lot better than last season, getting a lot of good looks at goal, scoring goals and also making assists, so really happy with my season so far. But on a group point of view, a bit disappointed in how the results have gone recently, especially the last 3 matches. We play really well in the first half and we dominate, and I feel like we should be able to close out these games and get positive results. But it starts tomorrow in Montreal, and hoping to get a positive result then. Christian, you have another one? Go ahead.
Yeah, I can follow up. You talked about wanting that positive result, Agustin. What do you think is the most important thing that perhaps needs to change or needs to be present for that positive result tomorrow?
Hablaste de un resultado positivo mañana. ¿Qué tiene que cambiar o qué tiene que hacer el equipo para que sea un resultado positivo?
Sí, obviamente todos los partidos creo que nosotros tratamos de que el resultado sea positivo, ¿no? Siempre tratamos de ser protagonistas dentro de la cancha, de poder empezar a arrancar los primeros 10-15 minutos que son importantes para poder acoplarnos al partido y poder llevarlo de un punto donde nosotros nos haga favor. Y bueno, hablando del partido, como decía mañana, obviamente este partido es importante porque venimos de capaz que de un partido que lo teníamos ganable, pero bueno, se nos escapó ahí a lo último. Creo que es importante de la cabeza mantenernos y poder llevar el partido mañana y poder cambiar ese clip de que si falta pocos minutos para que termine el partido y vamos ganando, poder jugar a favor nuestro para poder llevarnos la victoria. Así que nada, creo que venimos haciendo buenos partidos para poder llevarnos la victoria, y creo que mañana es un punto clave para mejorar de ese punto.
Yeah, I think for us it's about getting a positive result starting with tomorrow. If you look at the last results, it was definitely a winnable game, so we just have to stay focused, especially in those last minutes, to close out the games that we have to close out. But on top of that, we just have to continue to stay positive and keep a strong mentality in order to start getting these results. We'll go to the room with Roberto.
Agustín, entre los jugadores, ¿qué es lo que se ha hablado, especialmente después del último partido, después de esta racha en donde juegan bien, pero no están sacando resultados porque tienen fallos o individuales o colectivos al final, especialmente al final de los partidos? ¿Qué es lo que se está hablando dentro del vestidor?
Sí, obviamente cada partido se habla de los errores o de las cosas que hicimos bien o mal. Creo que siempre uno trata de ser, o sea, cada uno se pregunta y se dice, bueno, qué hizo mal o qué hizo bien, pero siempre empujando y ayudando, porque creo que si nos ponemos a hablar y ponemos a sacar errores de cada uno, nos ponemos bajón, creo que para mí eso al jugador lo bajonea mucho o lo pone mal al saber que capaz hizo un error o esas cosas. Pero yo capaz que hablando de mi punto tratamos de estar todos juntos, pase lo que pase, ganemos o perdamos. Es la única manera de salir adelante, la única manera de poder traer resultados positivos y es eso lo que yo quiero y lo que quiero proponer para el equipo, que obviamente ellos también lo hacen. Tenemos a jugadores que apoyan siempre y que siempre tiran para adelante para poder tener esos partidos positivos que necesitamos y que ojalá Dios quiera que mañana sea uno de ellos.
Una última entonces, Pascal tiene una regla, tiene 24 horas para celebrar o para olvidarse de un partido, para un partido malo, ¿verdad? ¿Qué es lo que tú en particular haces dentro de esas 24 horas, digo, después de un empate así que se siente como derrota, para sacarte la ira y luego nada más mentalizarte para el partido de mañana contra Montreal?
Sí, obvio que después de los partidos, si bueno, se empató como se empató, uno va a estar enojado, va a estar con la cabeza en otro lado, como diciendo cómo pudimos llegar a empatar. Pero sabiendo que tenemos después de 2 días tenemos otro partido que es importante, la mentalidad es fundamental de poder cambiar el chip, el clip, de decir ya está, ya pasó. Obviamente volvemos a hablar de que uno se pone mal, de las cosas que hizo y de las cosas que pudo haber hecho mejor. Pero bueno, es la única opción, creo yo, ¿no? Que después de un partido es, si bueno, sabemos que queda otro partido cerca, es cambiar de pensamiento y poder pensar en el próximo partido, que también es importante.
Thank you, everybody.